Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Mind Bakery with Sumit and myself. Uh, hey, Sumit, today is my turn.
Hi Mohit. How are you?
All good. So, today is my turn for an idea. So, I was thinking of something. So, now this might be a good time to discuss this idea, but I was thinking of this sometime last year in June. So, here's the thing. I am a huge podcast listener. So whenever I'm
Okay.
doing the dishes, when I'm doing some house chores, and whenever I'm taking a walk, or whenever I'm working out, I listen to any podcast. And
Okay.
the idea stemmed from there. The idea is okay. So there are basically three mediums of communication. One
Okay.
is text, then there's audio, then there's video, and
Okay.
all three. And there are two kind of formats. So, for example, long form text is a blog post, short form text is a tweet. Long
Okay.
form video is a YouTube video, or short form video is TikTok. Long form audio is podcast, short form audio is
Basically nothing.
basically nothing. So
Yes.
and the issue was, so whenever I have to listen to a podcast now, I've taken some time, figured out what kind of podcast do I subscribe to. I have figured out a playlist, so next time whenever I need to play a podcast, I just play the next in my queue. But
Okay.
it usually takes me 5, 10, 15 minutes to zero down on something that I want to listen to for next 1 hour when I'm doing the other stuff. So the brilliancy of audio is that it doesn't require your eyes. Yeah, you just consume it passively while doing other
Okay.
stuff. So my idea was, what if there's a platform, an app, something like Twitter, or where you just open up and start consuming without paying too much attention to what you're consuming. So basically, you definitely curate your feed over time by following, subscribing to topics, interesting people. But then, when the time of consumption comes in, there is like big button which says play. You play, and just like randomly from the topics and people you have subscribed to, interesting audio, 1 minute long maximum, starts playing one after another. And this is like short form tiny audio snippets just playing one after another from the people and topics that you have followed, you have curated for yourself. And yeah, so that's basically the idea: short form audio social network.
Yes. This sounds interesting. Uh, Certainly interesting because this has not been explored yet. Also, as you were mentioning, probably all the other kinds of communications, written or video or whatever, have been explored.
Hmm.
So, audio. So, hasn't anybody tried it yet?
um, I did my
I
little
mean,
research.
immediately something that comes to my mind, but that's a recent thing is Clubhouse. No,
Yes,
I,
so
I
yes,
I've not
again.
explored the platform, so I could be way off here. So I don't know.
Uh, So I have used Clubhouse, and here's the interesting thing. Actually, there is one more format of so so this is live streaming. So just like live streaming video, there's YouTube and Twitch. On live streaming audio, there was nothing. There was a big gap, and Clubhouse filled it. So if
Okay.
you want to do live streaming audio, instead of doing recording, editing, and then publishing, this process, you just
Okay.
start something and then you start talking. You invite more people to join your conversation. Everybody joins in from their own different phone devices. All of you talk, and there are like thousands of hundreds of listeners.
Okay.
Just like uh, uh, just like a real life event where you few people are on the stage, and then maximum people are out there in the audience. That
Okay.
is there. Clubhouse actually became first audio only social network, which is great.
Okay.
Which means there are more audio formats to be explored now.
All right.
So, but again, Clubhouse is interesting because they did something with audio. My idea, now I cannot remember was influenced by Clubhouse or not, because this was like about a year ago now. But I definitely was not using Clubhouse by then. I definitely
Okay.
was not using Clubhouse. Basically, I still am a huge podcast listener, and I just realized
Okay.
I'm wasting too much time figuring out what to listen to next, which I do not do when consuming short form content.
Okay. So I understand. So basically, what you are trying to say here is that Clubhouse could be a streaming kind of a system, not
Yep.
really a social media. Is that what you're saying?
No, no. Clubhouse is a social media. It's an audio only social
Okay.
media, but formats are different. Format over there
Okay.
is live streaming. Format in my case is short form audio, recorded audio,
Okay.
short form,
Okay.
maximum
Okay.
one
Okay.
minute.
So you're like so something like a Twitter for audio, right? Where there are
Yes.
feeds. There are
Yes. Twitter
feeds.
for audio.
Okay. So Twitter for audio, where the content is already there and you're just exploring it like you explore Twitter or maybe
Yes.
even Facebook, something like that.
Yes. 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 But yes. Basically, yes.
Okay, so now I understand it in a better way. So what I think, I'll tell you what I think about this.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, I think the whole idea of a feed-like system is that it is interactive. I
Okay.
mean, imagine that you want to explore Twitter. I mean, Twitter is, for example, a written medium, right? People
Mm-hmm.
write short stories or short sentences.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not enough. Suppose I take away all the interactivity from
Mm-hmm.
the Twitter, it's just a
Mm-hmm.
standard feed where there are lines scrolling up and down.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be as interesting or even perhaps as useful because you're just reading things. It's
Yep.
more like reading a newspaper or a textbook or anything. So
Yep.
I think interactivity is a big part. And if interactivity is a big part, then I would imagine it cannot be audio only, you understand? Because you see, consuming a media is actually through all your senses. You have to be able to touch it, you have to be able to see it, you have to be able to interact with it. So if you're thinking
Mm-hmm.
of audio only, then I imagine it could only be something like a radio, a
Mm-hmm.
radio show, because you
Mm-hmm.
cannot interact with the radio. You just listen. It's almost like a one-way communication, or if
Yep.
you want a two-way communication, then I would say it would be something like voice notes.
Got
Uh,
it.
so uh, so I'm imagining what you are thinking is probably a composition of both, where there is a two-way thing and also a feed-like system. Something like that, perhaps.
Yes, I mean, when I say audio, um, I do not mean audio only. I basically mean
Okay.
audio first. So basically, the most important value out of the feed you are able to consume with just your ears. But if you want to dig deeper into it, definitely you can use your other senses, and maybe you can do some things like the following. So basically, for example, you're listening to something and you have your AirPods on, or maybe any earphones with which has a mic. So this
Okay.
app could be taking some voice commands in, like very basic. Again, very basic, because if you go little complicated, then it becomes a little complicated, because then you have to do too much of voice processing. So basically, something like this, where either you can uh, inter either you can plug into the taptic engine. Like for example, if I do two taps, it means just skip,
Okay.
so which goes as a negative signal for that particular thing. Hey, this was skipped. And so which is very similar to liking something on the feed. Liking means a
Okay.
positive signal, but skipping something could be a negative signal. Or you can double tap to like something. This
Okay.
is one, but again limited to the hardware device that you have. But again, more
Right.
and more AirPods are coming in. Second is voice commands. So I am assuming that once you listen to something, you might want to revisit it at a later point in time, maybe to introspect, maybe to dig deeper into the conversation that is happening around it, for any particular reason. So what you can do is you can just say it out loud while the snippet is playing, bookmark it. Something very simple. As soon as the this app understands that you want to bookmark it, it will save it in your items so that you can scroll later on with your eyes and fingers again. You can go into the comments, you can do all of those stuff that you do on any social media, but probably not while consuming it afterwards. And if you are there totally immersed in the experience, you have your phone with you as well, maybe you're just taking a walk and you like something, you can take out your phone and you can see more interesting things happening on the screen. While the biggest value you are taking through your ears, there are secondary values available on the screen. You can see the comments on the particular snippet, you can see various buttons like skip, like, bookmark it. All of those things are also available on the screen. But just that it is not required. It is good to have, but not required.
All right. So, if I understand correctly, you are thinking of a system where uh, the interacting with the platform is mostly not via phone. I mean,
Yes.
phone could be an option. I mean, it will be an option. But if I want to keep it aside, do my stuff, I should still be able to interact with the platform, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, in that
Think of it.
case,
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah. Go
go
on.
on.
So think of it like mobile first social network. So for example, Instagram, 95% of the world consumes Instagram on their devices. But if you go to Instagram.com as well, you can or you can do most of the stuff over there as well. So there
Right.
are secondary things which are available on the web, but it is mobile first. That's similarly, this is audio first, not the audio only. Audio first, where your ears have higher priority uh, than your eyes and your hands.
I understand. I understand. So, for that to work out, as you're saying correctly, there has to be some hardware integration kind of thing as well, right? So, like you're mentioning AirPods or something like that.
AirPods have an API with iPhone. I'm assuming this would be little privileged application, so probably this could be just an iPhone only app, uh, just like
No,
Clubhouse.
but uh, no, but I mean, I don't imagine that interacting with these earbuds, right,
Hmm.
is going to be a very privileged thing associated with the particular platform. I mean, more and more third-party earbuds are coming up with almost a similar kind of functionality. Single tap, double tap, scroll, or whatever. So
Yep, yep, yep,
that's
yep, yep.
that's one way of doing it. But I'm not so sure whether you can still completely get rid of the phone aspect of the consumption. It could be the AirPod system or the earbud system could be an assistance, but I don't know whether you can completely get rid of the phone thing because,
Absolutely not getting rid of anything.
right,
Absolutely not getting rid of anything. Just that it's audio first, not audio only.
audio first. So okay. So that, yes, I understand the whole thing that you're trying to imagine here. It sounds interesting. So how do you think you should proceed in this direction? I mean, is it even feasible at the moment or what?
I mean, I think technically it's feasible, but uh, here's what I did again last
Okay.
year. So I started working with a friend. I just asked for a little help. So I wanted to really understand if consuming something like this is uh, useful or not. For example, podcasts make sense because these are long conversations. You can get deeper into the context, you can understand. That's why maybe they are interesting. That's why probably audio is interesting. Similar with
Okay.
Clubhouse, again, these are longer conversations. So my biggest hypothesis was, could it be really useful if you listen to stream of content 1 minute long, one after another, or will it be too much for your brain to comprehend? So what I did was I worked with a friend, and I built an mp3 file. So we just took some YouTube videos, some podcasts. We clipped 1 minute interesting snippets out of them,
Okay.
stitched them all together one after another,
Right.
and then we just started playing it. I mean, uh, so in between all of these snippets, there was a breaker, a small 1 second breaker audio, like zzz, just like your radio is tuning in, something like radio is tuning in.
Okay. Just a marker to indicate that things are changing.
Yes, just a marker to indicate.
Okay.
So yes, so it seemed like the station has changed. It has moved to another station, and then there's something new coming up. So this is what I have done, and I have realized it's not only consumable; it's amazing. the
Acha. Okay.
experience the experience of listening to these one, I mean, you'll be surprised to know that how much information you can fit in 1 minute. And this snippet was, I think this whole mp3 file was about 20 minutes long. We had about 17, 18, I think, no, it's not 17, 18, I think 21, 22 short audios in there, maximum of 1 minute long. And
Okay.
I listened to this 20-minute mp3 file when I was doing some other stuff. So that was the idea, and it was fantastic, it was amazing. And that's where I proved hypothesis that at least I like it, so I could be biased. Then I sent it to a few of my friends who had absolutely zero idea of what it was. I just told them, boss, here's the thing, this is the mp3 file, just listen to it while you're doing other stuff, think of it as a small podcasts playing one after another, and let me know what's your experiences.
So, what was the content inside?
Anything. So for example, there was 1 minute audio from some Elon Musk's interview, 1 minute audio from
Okay.
Oprah, 1 minute audio from Steve Jobs, 1 minute audio from Jeff Bezos. Again, small
Okay.
things that they have mentioned out on the internet. We just hunted for some interesting snippets and then trimmed them out, stitched it all together to make this MP3 to validate our hypothesis, which is short form audio can work or cannot work.
So, you tested the hypothesis that at least you can consume short snippets of audio.
Yes. I mean, it's
Okay. So,
consumable, it's amazing.
okay. So, the interactivity is not there yet, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So
It's
even
just an MP3
even
file.
right. So even if I'm not interacting with the media,
Uh-huh.
you seem to you claim that it's still amazing, right?
Yes.
So why not just go with this part only? I mean, why can't we just start with this only without the interactivity aspect?
Yeah, definitely we can start. I mean,
I mean,
interactivity is required. I'll tell you why interactivity is required. While why do you see like and comment button out there? That is there
mhm.
to understand, for algorithm to understand if something is good enough or not. If there's just interactivity, so there has to be something which gives the feedback to the algorithm, hey, this was good, this was bad. It could be either
So
good or either bad, just so that the experience keeps getting better and better over time for all the other users.
okay, so now the idea is getting shape in my head. So imagine a feed where there
Hmm.
are audio snippets, in a column, and you start playing a button. Say you
Hmm.
start playing one file, it finishes. There is a marker to indicate that it has finished. It jumps on to the next one, and this goes on happening. And
Yes.
suppose you like something in particular,
Hmm.
maybe you pick up your phone or anything
Hmm.
and just tap on it as a like.
Hmm.
So in that way, you tap on something, it acknowledges your response and continues playing. So this goes on for as long as you want. Whenever you feel something is really interesting or others should know about it, you go back to your phone or, I'm just thinking of a phone at the moment and just tap something on it and registers it as a like or a dislike. I mean, this enough should be an interesting MVP.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I mean, for MVP, you do not even require any sort of interactivity.
Yes.
Um, yeah. Uh, I mean, reaching out to phone is okay, but the main difference in consuming audio is that your phone is not in your sight. Sometimes it
Okay.
is, but most of the times it is not. So
Okay.
audio is usually consumed when you're doing some other important thing passively. This other important thing could be as simple as just taking a walk, uh, uh,
Okay.
but something that doesn't involve communication. uh, just something that you are doing on your own.
Okay, okay. So interactivity ideally would be not via phone. That's what you're thinking, right?
I mean, phone will have absolutely all the options. If
Right,
phone is
but
in
you
your
would
side,
not
you can do
prefer
everything.
to, huh, but you will not want to reach for a phone every time.
Yes.
So, okay,
I mean, something as simple as double tap on your on your AirPods is good enough signal for the feedback. Hey, give me the next one. I am not liking this one. But again, probably the audio snippets are just 1 minute long. So anyway, I'm not sure. Usually, you'll just wait for it to end because it's just 1 minute long, or definitely you would want to skip something.
okay, okay. So, huh, so there has to be, okay, I don't know. So it has to be validated whether 1 minute audio, does it make sense to interact with it at all? I mean, by the time you are even tapping or double tapping or whatever you're doing, the conversation or the content, it might just be over.
Absolutely. So, but I think there would be some discussions definitely happening around audio content. So, for example, there would be some set of people who would want to say something. So, that is
Okay.
a big enough compulsive action that you would want to do, that
Mm-hmm.
you have an opinion on something now. So you have listened
Right.
to something and now you have an opinion about it. So at this point in time, either you will bookmark it to do it later, or you will take out your phone immediately and write it like participate in the discussion.
Okay.
So this action is compulsive enough action. So I think the biggest action here could be the discussion, the comments on around this audio, instead of just like or skip. The biggest, because that is a big compulsive action that you will feel compulsive towards to do it, and you will be okay enough to take out your phone and uh, take the action.
So I'm thinking of probably an alternative. So say
Okay.
there is a feed going on, audio feed going on,
Mm-hmm.
and you like something. Now you're saying that it has to be, almost instinctive or compulsive to respond to whatever is happening. So instead of liking or disliking, just hit a response button. I mean, you're anyway wanting me to start a discussion, audio discussion,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So just hit the discuss button and just say I great, or great or good or some such short response, which will be registered as a like or dislike, via audio only. I mean, you don't even need a particular audio switch or an audio tap.
Oh, where's this button that you where's it this where is this discuss button?
Yeah, suppose I want to respond to, say there is a 2 minute audio clipping running.
Mm-hmm.
You post something and I want to respond to it, like a
Mm-hmm.
comment, like an audio comment. So the
Okay.
way how will I do an audio comment? I'll tap a button and
Again,
speak,
where
and it
this
no
button is where?
it could be on the screen or it could be on your dedicated hardware. I mean, the hardware aspect is still quite, I would say, uh, I still cannot imagine it in its complete
Okay.
shape. But let's just, for the sake of argument, say that I have an app where there are audio feeds and I want to respond.
Got it.
So, for example, on Facebook, you have two things: you can like, dislike, or comment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking of a system where there is no explicit like or dislike button. There's only audio comment.
Okay.
So you tap on the audio comment button or section, whatever, and just as a response, just say yes, I like it, or great, or good. Things like that. So which can be registered as a like or dislike activity. Just thinking.
And why would you not want a like or dislike button as well?
No, because uh, see, I'm okay. So I do not want a like or dislike button, because if eventually we are able to get the hardware integration with the app,
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow I can just tap on my earbud and say great, and it will be
Okay.
registered as a like or dislike.
Got
So
it.
that's what I'm thinking. So because otherwise, liking or disliking would be, I mean, what I'm thinking is keeping the interactivity aspect as simple as possible. That's what I was aiming for.
Absolutely. I think the simplest would be to have just two taps to register a like. And if you want to talk or if you want to leave a comment, then there's absolutely the phone. I mean, this the compulsion to leave a comment is such a huge thing that you would want to. So basically, this is what I'm thinking. There should be one primary action that helps you achieve that helps you feel that you're not missing something. So
Okay.
one could be a neutral action with double tap, which means just bookmark it.
Fine.
Bookmark it for later. So
Okay.
later you'll maybe in the evening you'll get a notification, hey, you have 3 snippets bookmarked. So I'm thinking, because see, both the technology on which this is running as well as this app, both of these two will provide feedback to each other. So for example, right now these devices were made to consume music and talk to
All
people.
right.
These devices were not made to do something like Clubhouse or this or audio snippets app, but these
Okay.
devices have some potential to do it. So
Okay.
for example, with your application you prove a use case. You prove a use case that probably we need more actions with these. So right now you can double tap on them, and in your app you can hook into the double tap and do any action. So for example,
Okay.
if you have a music application, you can skip to the next song. If you are a phone call application, you can disconnect the phone call. Just with this is one action, which is double tap. So, but suppose this application becomes popular, you are now in a position to reach out to Apple and say, boss, why don't you add three more gestures, which is double tap means this. If I just tap and hold, it means I'm about to leave a comment. So if I double tap, it means a like. If I tap and hold, it means I'm about to listen. I'm about to leave a comment. Then activate the mic. So if I tap and hold for 2 seconds, activate the mic, and I can speak something, and this audio comment will be registered as an audio comment in the discussion of the product. So I mean, these things maybe are not ready, but these things have potential. Once you prove the use case that these things are required, and so there's an application for these more gestures.
Okay. So your idea is not just a audio platform, but equally important is its integration with the existing hardware, right?
I mean, uh, uh,
I mean, what
these.
I'm saying is, if you take out the hardware aspect out of it,
Uh-huh.
so the application itself seems incomplete in some sense.
Not really. I mean, listening is always there.
Huh.
Listening is always there. Even if you are on the web, even if you are on an Android phone, listening, even if you are using some old school earphones, listening will always be there.
Just the
Which
interactivity
is,
will be absent.
yes, which will be
Okay.
the main value. That listening
Okay.
is will always be there. Just that if you want to get more involved into the feed, then these things will help. These
Okay.
things
I
will
see.
help, or if you do not have these, then going to your screen will help.
I
But
see. Now it makes, I mean, to my mind, it makes more sense that it can be an app in the beginning, but for an enhanced experience, go for the earbuds. That's what you're saying, right?
yep. I mean, earbuds is one. Then again, I'm just rambling because these are
Right.
all different individual ideas around the same
Right.
thing. So again, so for example, if you have an Apple Watch or a different
Okay.
watch that pairs with your phone, and if your phone has an app, maybe when you start listening, your watch has a new interface now. Basically, maybe one button which says like. So even if you do not have
Huh.
fancy earphones, you can just tap on your watch. I mean,
Yes, I
use.
mean, I
Yeah.
mean, people using earbud. I mean, the number of people using earbuds would far exceed the number of people wearing smartwatches. But I get what you're saying. That something that you
Yeah.
carry with yourself,
Yeah.
besides the
Uh,
phone, could be
yes.
a potential interactive medium.
Yes. And again, all of this is secondary.
All of this is
Uh,
secondary. Audio first,
yes.
listening first.
Yes. So consuming can be done with any device, any medium, any earphone, any earbuds, as long as they are able to play music,
Right.
you can consume. The biggest value can be consumed.
Seems to me it seems interesting enough to at least give it a try. I mean, one should definitely at least try to build a feed like system. I think that should give you enough idea whether to proceed further, because if consuming audio via in a feed manner is,
Mhm.
I mean, if it proves to be a good experience, I think probably half the job is done.
Uh, I think yes. So my first step was to make this MP3 video file and send it
Right.
to some people. I'll also send it to you, and whoever is listening to this on YouTube, I'll leave a link to download this MP3 file in the description. Uh, so just listen to it and see the experience. The
Okay.
experience to me and to four other people that I have sent it to was very interesting. One person
Okay.
said he did not really understand what this file was, and then I asked him, "Do you consume podcasts?" And he said no. So basically, I understood maybe the target audience would be who already consume some sort of audiobooks,
Yes, it's
podcasts, something. Uh,
right.
then it appeals
I
to
mean,
them. But if
it will be a completely different experience for a video only guy, right? Somebody who just
yes,
watches YouTube, it might
yes,
not even connect. This idea might not connect
yes.
with that person.
Yes. So,
Okay.
so definitely there's some room for figuring out how to position it. Uh, but I think the number of people who consume podcasts and audio is growing. So,
Right.
which means there is large enough market to start, and then go from there.
All right. All right. Worth, I mean, definitely worth pursuing, I would say. Sure. I think
Yep.
if anybody is listening to us, maybe who has the interest and the skills to go forward, probably can take it up.
Oh, absolutely. And if anybody is listening to us wants to pursue it, happy to brainstorm on some interesting product aspects of it.
Right. Definitely. Sure.
Yep. Interesting. And one fun trivia. I don't know the reason, but Twitter, before it was called Twitter, was called Audio, ODEO.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
maybe was it to do something with audio or something?
Absolutely no idea.
Just a, okay,
Absolutely,
no idea.
absolutely no idea. If I have to dig research about it, but I absolutely have no idea. I just read it in a book long back, and I just remember it. So maybe if they had to do something with the audio, probably the technology was not there then of audio
Okay.
processing capacity. Like it requires a lot of capacity to process videos and audios
Right.
to do it at scale. So but also probably the time is right now when the technology is there, the market is there, who is primed to consume audio. Maybe
Right.
it's just a new format that we have to put it out in the world and let people know.
Well, if nobody else, maybe we should give it a try.
Maybe, could be. I mean, I'm already halfway there.
You've done some research, yes.
Yep, yep. All right, everybody. This was Mind Bakery, episode number 3 with Sumit and myself. If you are doing anything, let us know. Happy to brainstorm on the product aspects of it. Peace.